Listen up. This world doesn't care how tired you are. It doesn't care how much you've been through, how many times you've fallen, or how many people turned their backs on you. Life keeps moving, with or without you. And most people, they quit before they even start. They want comfort, not growth. They want sympathy, not truth. But not you. You came here because something inside you refuses to die. You came here because you're done being weak. You're done waiting for someone to save you. So let me be honest, brutally honest. No one's coming. No hero, no miracle, no easy way out. If you want to change your life, you have to fight for it. You'll bleed for it. You'll cry for it. You'll lose things you thought you couldn't live without. But in the end, you'll find something far greater, yourself. This is not a fairy tale. This is a war inside your own mind. And if you're ready, really ready, then listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you isn't motivation, it's a wake-up call. These are 10 brutal lessons that life will teach you whether you like it or not. Lessons that separate the ones who rise from the ones who rot. So sit down, turn off the noise, and listen like your life depends on it, because it does. If you're ready to stop making excuses, if you're ready to face yourself and win, then hit play, because after this, you'll never see life the same way again.
Lesson 1. No one's coming to save you. Listen to me carefully, kid. No one's coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not the government, not some invisible hand of fate. You are alone in this fight. And that's the best damn news you'll ever hear. Because the moment you stop waiting for someone to fix your life, you start fixing it yourself. The moment you stop expecting a miracle, you become one. I've seen people waste years waiting for help that never came. They said, I'm stuck because of them, because of this job, because of my past. But you know what? Every single one of them had legs. They could walk, they could move, they could fight. They just didn't want to. They wanted sympathy instead of strength. You say life's unfair? Of course it is. It was never meant to be fair. Fairness is a bedtime story told to keep children calm. Life doesn't owe you a damn thing. It doesn't care how much you've suffered. You can scream, you can curse the sky, but the world won't stop spinning just because you're hurting. So what do? You stop begging for mercy. You stop crying for a rescue. You grab life by the throat and make it listen. You get up, even when you don't want to. You move forward even when every muscle screams stop. You show up when you'd rather hide. That's how you save yourself. No one's coming. No one's handing you a map. No one's giving you permission to live the life you want. You think heroes wait for approval? No. They get tired of bleeding, stand up anyway, and become the story everyone else reads about later. You want power? Then own your pain. You want peace? Then fight your chaos. You want to matter? Then stop waiting for someone to say you do. You matter the moment you decide you matter. Look around you. People are drowning in excuses. I don't have time. I don't have support. I don't have confidence. You think anyone who made it had those things at the start? Hell no. They had hunger. They had desperation. They had nothing left to lose. That's where power is born, not from comfort, but from crisis. When you hit rock bottom, the only direction left is up. So stop fearing the fall. Sometimes falling is what saves you, because you finally stop pretending you can't break. Once you accept that life will hit hard, you stop wasting energy avoiding the punches and start learning how to hit back. Here's the truth. Nobody cares how bad your story is until you turn it into something inspiring. People don't respect victims, they respect survivors. They respect warriors who've crawled through hell and came back with the fire still in their eyes. So stop waiting for someone to notice your pain. Stop hoping they'll feel sorry enough to pull you out. Because when they don't, and they won't, you'll just sink deeper. Instead, climb. Climb with your nails if you have to. Drag yourself forward inch by inch. It's not supposed to look pretty. It's supposed to look like war. You're not a lost soul. You're a soldier who forgot their purpose. Remember it now. No one's coming. That's the truth that hurts and the truth that heals. Because when you finally stop expecting rescue, you realize something. You've been the rescuer all along. The courage you thought you'd never find, it's been there, buried under fear and doubt. Dig it out. Use it. You are the savior you've been praying for. So stop waiting. Start fighting. Because this world doesn't reward the weak. It respects the relentless. And from this moment on, you will be relentless. You will fall. You will bleed. You will fail. And still, you will rise. No one's coming to save you, but you don't need anyone. You've got you, and that's enough.
Lesson 2. Pain is the entry fee for growth. You think you're suffering too much? Good. That means you're still alive. That means you still have a chance. Listen, kid, pain is not your enemy. Pain is your teacher. Pain is the fee you pay to become someone stronger. And if you try to avoid it, you stay weak, fragile, and scared for the rest of your life. I've seen people run from pain like it's a curse. They drown themselves in distractions, drinking, scrolling, pretending, sleeping through their problems just to avoid facing what hurts. But every time you escape pain, you also escape growth. Every time you hide from struggle, you lose a piece of your strength. You say you want to change? Then understand this: there is no change without pain. You want muscle? You tear it. You want wisdom? You fail. You want peace? You fight chaos until you earn silence. Pain is the toll you pay to cross from who you are to who you're supposed to be. I've learned that comfort kills more dreams than failure ever did. People crave comfort because it feels safe, it feels warm. But comfort is the softest prison you'll ever live in. You can decorate it however you want, but it's still a cage. Real freedom starts when you choose pain over comfort. When you say, screw it, I'm done running, I'm done hiding, let it hurt. Because when it hurts, it heals. Pain strips away your lies. It tears down the fake image you built to please people. It shows you who you really are when the mask is gone and all that's left is truth. You can't fake your way through pain. It humbles you. It tests you. It burns you down, and then it rebuilds you stronger than before. So stop saying, "Why me?" and start saying, "Try me." Stop begging for an easy path. Easy paths make weak people. The hard road? That's where warriors are made. Every scar you carry is proof that you survived something that could have broken you. You didn't escape it. You faced it. You fought it. And you're still standing. That's power. That's pride. People say pain changes you. Damn right it does. But that's the point. You're not supposed to stay the same. You're supposed to evolve. The person you are right now might not be strong enough for the life you want. So pain comes in uninvited and breaks the old you apart. Let it. Because the old you was built for survival. The new you will be built for victory. And don't you dare think you're the only one suffering.
Every strong person you admire went through hell to become who they are. Every successful person you envy had nights they cried, days they wanted to quit, and moments they almost did. But they didn't. They embraced the pain. They turned it into fuel. You need to do the same. Stop numbing yourself. Stop blaming the world. Stop saying you're unlucky. You're not unlucky. You're untrained. You're untested. And pain is your training ground. When you learn to walk through pain without fear, life starts to open up. You realize that everything you thought would destroy you was actually building you. You realize that pain doesn't last, but strength does. So next time it hurts, when you're betrayed, when you fail, when you lose, don't hide, don't run. Stand tall and say, "All right, life, hit me. Let's see what you've got." Because every punch that doesn't kill you gives you something: toughness, perspective, patience, control. And one day, you'll thank your pain. You'll look back and realize that it didn't ruin you, it refined you. The truth is, growth is not supposed to feel good. It's supposed to feel like being torn apart and rebuilt with better material. That's what pain does. It replaces your weakness with willpower. It trades your fear for focus. It turns your excuses into discipline. You don't get stronger by avoiding the storm. You get stronger by walking through it. Let it rain. Let it thunder. You're not made of sugar. You won't melt. You're built to endure. You're built to rise again. Every time life burns you down, rebuild yourself with what's left, stronger, wiser, sharper. Pain is not punishment, it's preparation. So when it hurts, when you can barely breathe, remember, this is the price, this is the toll, this is the entry fee for greatness. And you, my friend, are paying it. Welcome to growth.
Lesson 3. Discipline over motivation. You keep waiting for motivation? That's your first mistake. Motivation is like a spark. It burns bright for a moment, then it's gone. Discipline? That's the fire that never dies. Let me be real with you. You're not always going to feel like doing what needs to be done. Some days you'll wake up tired, pissed off, empty. You'll want to stay in bed, scroll your phone, forget your responsibilities. And guess what? That's when most people lose, because they think they need to feel good to do good. They don't. You don't. You think the world cares about how you feel? It doesn't. The world only respects results. You want to change your life? You want to win? Then stop chasing feelings and start building discipline. Motivation says, "I'll do it when I feel like it." Discipline says, "I'll do it no matter how I feel." That's the difference between dreamers and doers, between talkers and legends. You don't need motivation. You need habits. Habits that make success automatic. Because when you're disciplined, you don't negotiate with laziness. You don't bargain with your excuses. You don't ask your emotions for permission. You act. Discipline means showing up when you don't want to. It means staying consistent when no one's watching. It means doing the boring, repetitive, uncomfortable things that build the life you want while everyone else looks for shortcuts. People always say, "I wish I had your motivation," and I laugh because I don't. I don't have motivation, I have standards. I made a deal with myself. I don't need to feel like it, I just need to do it. That's what separates the few who rise from the millions who fall. They stop waiting for a feeling, they start relying on a system. Motivation is a mood. Discipline is a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. Every day you wake up and follow through, even when it sucks, you're training that muscle.
And one day you'll realize something powerful. You don't need motivation anymore. You've become a machine. You move because it's who you are, not because it feels good. You don't need to hype yourself up. You just go. You just execute. Let me tell you something about success that most people don't want to hear. It's boring. It's repetitive. It's unglamorous. The best in the world aren't the most excited. They're the most consistent. While everyone else is chasing the next rush of motivation, they're putting in quiet work day after day, building an empire brick by brick. Motivation dies in the first storm. Discipline survives every season. You think you'll get around to it later? You won't. You'll be the same person with the same excuses, watching the same motivational videos, saying, "Next week." That's not change. That's addiction to potential. You want to be proud of yourself? Then stop waiting to be inspired. Start keeping promises to yourself. Say you'll wake up early? Do it. Say you'll train today? Do it. Say you'll study, hustle, build, grind, then do it. And do it even when nobody claps for you, because discipline doesn't need applause. It just needs purpose. Discipline is freedom. You know why? Because when you're disciplined, you're not a slave to your moods anymore. You control your mind. You own your day. The people who rely on motivation will always be victims of circumstance. Oh, I didn't sleep well. Oh, I'm stressed. Oh, it's raining. You think champions care about the weather? They train anyway. You think greatness waits for the perfect conditions? It creates them. You don't need to feel ready, you just need to start. You'll never feel like it. The world doesn't wait for you to be ready. The truth is simple. Discipline gets results. Motivation gets excuses. So stop talking, stop waiting, get up, move, act. Every time you follow through, even when you don't want to, you're telling your brain, I'm in charge now. Every rep, every word, every effort is a brick in the wall of your character. And one day, that wall will be so strong that nothing, not pain, not fear, not laziness, will knock it down. That's when you'll realize you don't need motivation, because you've become unstoppable. You don't chase discipline anymore. You are discipline.
Lesson 4. Nobody's coming to save you. You're waiting for help? Stop. No one's coming. Let that sink in. No hero, no miracle, no lucky break. No perfect timing. It's just you. Your choices, your effort, your fight. You can pray, you can hope, you can dream all you want. But at the end of the day, when the lights are off and it's just you staring at the ceiling, the only person who can change your life is the one in the mirror. Nobody owes you anything. Not your family, not your friends, not society. The world doesn't care about your potential. It only respects your results. You think life's unfair? Good. It is. Now what? You gonna cry about it? Or are you going to adapt and overcome? See, most people waste their lives waiting for the right time, waiting for support, waiting for someone to believe in them. But guess what? Nobody's waiting for you. The world keeps moving, with or without you. And that's the cold truth. Life doesn't slow down because you're tired, or sad, or broken. It doesn't pause for your pain. So stop waiting for someone to rescue you and start becoming the person who rescues themselves. You have two options. Keep blaming everything and everyone. Take control and build your life with your own hands. Option 1 is easier. You get to play the victim. You get sympathy. You get comfort. But comfort doesn't change your life. It keeps you stuck. Option 2, it's hell. You'll struggle, sweat, fall, bleed. But you'll grow.
you'll earn self-respect. And when you look in the mirror, you'll see a warrior, not a victim. People say, I just need someone to believe in me. No, you don't. You need to believe in yourself when no one else does. That's where greatness begins. Nobody's coming to push you out of bed. Nobody's coming to make you work harder. Nobody's coming to fix your mistakes or heal your wounds. It's all on you. The world is full of broken people waiting to be saved, and they die waiting. Don't be one of them. Build your own rescue. Be your own backup plan. Be your own motivation, your own drive, your own reason to keep going. Because here's the truth no one wants to hear. When everything falls apart, you're the only constant. You are the storm and the shelter. You are the pain and the cure. You are the weapon and the warrior. The day you stop expecting others to fix you, that's the day you start getting stronger. Stop saying someone should do something. You're someone. Do something. The world doesn't hand out second chances. You take them. You fight for them. You earn them. If you want to see change, stop waiting for a savior and start becoming one. Because nobody's coming to save you. But if you start moving, start grinding, start believing, you might just save yourself.
Lesson 5. Pain is a teacher, not an enemy. Everybody wants strength. Nobody wants pain. But let me tell you something. You can't have one without the other. You think strength just appears out of nowhere? No. Strength is forged, and the fire that forges it is pain. Pain isn't your enemy. Pain is your mentor. It's the only teacher that never lies. People run from pain their whole lives. They numb it, avoid it, blame it, hide from it. And that's why they stay weak. Because when you avoid pain, you also avoid growth. Every scar you have tells a story of survival. You think those scars are ugly? They're proof that you endured, proof that you didn't quit, proof that life hit you hard and you got back up. Pain doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to strip away everything fake about you. It burns away your excuses, your lies, your comfort. It shows you who you really are when the masks fall off. When you're in pain, you meet your real self. Not the version that smiles for others, not the version that posts, "I'm fine," online. The raw you, the fighter, the survivor, the one who refuses to die. That's why pain is sacred, because it brings out truth. You think happiness teaches you anything? No. Happiness is a vacation. Pain is the classroom. When life breaks you, it's giving you two choices: stay broken or rebuild stronger. And every time you rebuild, your foundation gets tougher. You stop fearing the next storm because you've already survived worse. People ask, why me? Why not you? You think you were born just to exist without struggle? You were born to fight, to grow, to become unbreakable. And pain is the price of transformation. If you're in pain right now, good. That means life still sees potential in you. It's not punishing you, it's preparing you. The world doesn't build warriors in comfort. It builds them in chaos, in heartbreak, in loss, in rejection, in failure. That's where the strongest souls are born. You know who you really are the moment everything falls apart, and you still move forward. Pain will make you humble. It will make you grateful. It will teach you to appreciate peace because you've lived through storms.
And when someone asks you, "How are you so strong?" you'll smile and think of all the nights you cried alone, all the times you almost gave up, and all the battles nobody saw. That's what pain gives you. Silent strength. So stop hating pain. Start listening to it. Ask it what it's trying to teach you. Pain teaches patience. It teaches empathy. It teaches discipline. It teaches that nothing good comes easy. And once you understand that, once you accept that pain is part of the process, it stops controlling you. It becomes your ally. You'll stop asking for an easy life. You'll start asking for the strength to handle a hard one. That's when you become dangerous. Because a person who isn't afraid to hurt anymore can't be stopped. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your graduation. It's the universe saying, you're ready for the next level. So when it hurts, don't run. Stand tall, look pain in the eye, and say, "Thank you for making me better." Because in the end, pain doesn't break you, it reveals you.
Lesson 6. Stop comparing, start competing. You keep scrolling, watching everyone else's life, don't you? The cars, the bodies, the smiles, the vacations. You compare, you judge, you feel smaller every time. Let me be real with you. Comparison is poison. It kills gratitude, it kills focus, and it kills potential. Every second you spend looking at someone else's success is a second stolen from building your own. You think they have it all figured out? They don't. You're comparing your behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel. They post the finish line, you're still in the training phase. Different seasons, different stories, different struggles. Stop comparing, start competing. Not with them, with you. You are your only real opponent. Every day, you either beat the person you were yesterday, or you lose to them. You think life is a race? It's not. It's a battle for consistency, a war against your own weakness. The problem isn't that others are winning, it's that you stopped running. Stop saying, "They're ahead of me." No, you paused. You distracted yourself. You wasted your energy on jealousy instead of progress. Comparison steals your drive. Competition builds it. You want to feel powerful again? Then stop watching and start working. When you're focused on your own path, you don't have time to envy anyone else's because you're too busy creating your own story. The people you admire, they weren't born better. They just started earlier. They stayed consistent. And while you were watching, they were working. You think success is luck? No, it's obsession. It's focus. It's showing up every day when nobody's cheering for you. You don't need to be the best. You just need to be better than you were yesterday. That's the game. That's the only competition that matters. You versus you. Every workout, every decision, every word, every morning you get out of bed, that's another round in the fight. And the more rounds you win, the more unstoppable you become. So stop asking, "Why aren't I like them?" Because you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be you, but the upgraded version, the sharper, stronger, wiser one. You think greatness looks like someone else's life? No. Greatness looks like you when you stop wasting time pretending to be someone you're not. Stop watching others eat. Make your own plate. Stop admiring the view from their mountain. Start climbing yours. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to remember who had the prettiest Instagram. They'll remember who did the work. You want peace? Then stop measuring your worth by someone else's path. Your timing is yours. Your growth is yours. Your story is yours. And once you focus on that, once you compete with your reflection instead of your feed, that's when you start winning.
Because the real power isn't in being like them, it's in becoming the best version of you. So stop comparing, start competing, and every time you look in the mirror, say, "I'm coming for you." Then prove it.
Lesson 7. You owe yourself more. You've been giving too much to everyone else, to your job, to your friends, to people who don't even appreciate it. And in the process, you forgot the most important person of all, you. You keep showing up for others, but when it's time to show up for yourself, you disappear. You break promises to yourself every single day. You say you'll start tomorrow. You say you'll try later. You say it's not the right time. Let me tell you the truth. The right time will never come, because the right time isn't given, it's made. You owe yourself more than excuses. You owe yourself effort. You owe yourself the version of you that you keep dreaming about, the one who's confident, strong, unshakable, the one who stops settling for less than they deserve. Stop betraying yourself for comfort. Stop lying to yourself saying, "It's okay." It's not okay. You're not okay with being average. That's why it hurts. You know deep down that you're capable of more. That's why you can't sleep at night, because the real you is screaming, trapped inside the version you've accepted. You owe that real version a chance to live. You owe yourself discipline. You owe yourself peace. You owe yourself progress. Stop waiting for someone to come and validate you. Stop hoping someone will see your worth. You see it, so act on it. You owe yourself the life you keep imagining when nobody's watching, the freedom, the power, the pride. Nobody's gonna hand it to you, but you can earn it. You've been loyal to your fears, loyal to your comfort zone. Now it's time to be loyal to your potential. You think you're tired because you're doing too much? No, you're tired because you're doing too little of what sets your soul on fire. Start keeping promises to yourself. When you say you'll wake up early, do it. When you say you'll work out, do it. When you say you'll focus, mean it. Because every time you follow through, you rebuild your self-respect. And when you respect yourself, you stop tolerating garbage from the world. You owe yourself boundaries. You owe yourself self-respect. You owe yourself a chance to see what happens when you don't quit. You've spent years giving love, energy, forgiveness, and time to everyone else. Now it's your turn. You owe yourself the same effort you give to people who wouldn't even cross the street for you. Because one day, you'll look in the mirror and realize the truth. Nobody failed you more than you failed yourself when you stopped trying. You don't owe explanations to anyone, but you owe results to yourself. You don't owe your past anything, but you owe your future everything. So stop waiting for permission. Stop seeking approval. Stop apologizing for wanting more. You owe yourself the fight. You owe yourself the climb. You owe yourself the win. Nobody's coming to do it for you. You are your own responsibility. You are your own savior. So look at yourself right now and say it out loud. I owe me. Then go prove it.
Lesson 8. The world owes you nothing. You think the world owes you something. It doesn't. Not a damn thing. The world doesn't care that you tried. It doesn't care that you're tired. It doesn't care that life's unfair. You can scream about how hard it is, but the truth is, life doesn't get easier. You just get stronger. And if you don't, you get crushed. Nobody's coming to rescue you. Nobody's coming to feel sorry for you. The world isn't sitting there with a medal waiting to say, "Good job, you survived." Because surviving isn't enough. You were born to fight. You were born to get up when life throws you down, not to sit there and cry about it. The world doesn't reward victims, it rewards warriors. It rewards those who take the punches, wipe the blood off, and keep swinging. You can hate that truth all you want, but that's how the world works. The rent for success is paid daily in pain, effort, and persistence. And the moment you stop paying, you lose your place. The world owes you nothing, so stop acting like it does. Stop expecting life to hand you things just because you've suffered. Suffering doesn't make you special. Everyone's suffering. Everyone's bleeding in silence. What separates you from the rest is how you respond to that pain. Do you let it bury you or build you? Do you sit there and complain or stand up and change? You have two choices every morning. Feel sorry for yourself or get up and make the world notice you. You want respect? Earn it. You want money? Work for it. You want peace? Fight for it. The world isn't fair. It's never been. But that's the beauty of it. The ones who refuse to quit still win. You think rich people, successful people, happy people got lucky? No. They learned how to dance in the storm while others waited for it to pass. You can sit around blaming your parents, your boss, the government, your past, but none of that will change a damn thing. You either accept that no one's coming to save you, or you stay stuck, waiting for help that will never come. It's brutal, but it's the truth. The world doesn't owe you happiness. It doesn't owe you love. It doesn't owe you understanding. It gives you one thing, a chance. A chance to wake up and do something. A chance to prove everyone wrong. A chance to build your name from the ashes. That's it. That's all you get. So stop wasting that chance, waiting for life to be fair. Fair is a lie told to make weak people feel better. Strong people don't need fair. They need focus. They make their own luck, their own peace, their own legacy. You don't get what you deserve. You get what you earn. And the day you understand that is the day you stop being a victim and start being unstoppable. So the next time life hits you hard, don't ask, why me? Ask, try me. Because when you realize the world owes you nothing, you become dangerous.
Lesson 9. Pain is your teacher. Pain is the greatest teacher you'll ever have. Not school, not books, not people. Pain. Pain doesn't lie. Pain doesn't flatter you. Pain doesn't care about your excuses. Pain is truth, raw and merciless. It strips away your comfort, your ego, your fake confidence, until there's nothing left but who you really are. You can't fake who you are when you're in pain. That's when you see your real strength. That's when you meet yourself for the first time. Most people run from pain. They hide behind distractions, drugs, fake happiness, fake smiles. They do everything they can to numb the sting. But here's the truth. The more you run from pain, the more it chases you. You think you're escaping, but you're just delaying your own growth. Every lesson you avoid comes back harder. Every tear you refuse to cry becomes poison inside you. Pain doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to prepare you. It's the fire that burns away the weakness. It's the weight that builds your mental muscle. It's the storm that cleans your soul. You can't be great without pain. You can't be wise without scars. You can't be strong without struggle. People want strength, but they don't want to bleed for it. They want peace, but they don't want to fight for it. They want victory, but they don't want the war. Life doesn't work like that. You earn every piece of who you are through pain.
When everything falls apart, your heart breaks, your plans fail, your world collapses, that's life teaching you something you couldn't learn any other way. Pain is a message. Wake up, grow up, toughen up. If it hurts, it means you're alive. It means you still care. It means there's something in you worth saving. Stop wishing for an easy life. Wish for the strength to handle a hard one, because easy lives make weak people. Hard lives make legends. When you're in pain, don't say, "Why me?" Say, "What are you trying to teach me?" Pain is shaping you for something bigger, but only if you let it. If you keep crying, complaining, quitting, you'll never get the gift that pain hides behind its teeth. Because yes, pain bites, but behind that bite is the lesson that changes everything. When you understand pain, you stop fearing it. You start using it. Every heartbreak, every failure, every betrayal, it's all part of your training. Pain makes you humble. Pain makes you focused. Pain makes you unstoppable. So don't run from it. Embrace it. Let it burn you clean. Because one day, you'll look back and realize pain was never your enemy. It was your teacher. Your greatest teacher.
Lesson 10. Be the storm. You've spent your whole life running from storms, afraid of what could go wrong, afraid of losing, afraid of breaking. But listen carefully. The storm was never your enemy. It was your reflection. You were born for chaos. You were built for battle. You were made to walk through the thunder and not flinch. Weak people hide when it rains. They pray for sunny days, for comfort, for calm seas. But calm seas never made a strong sailor. You are not here to avoid the storm. You are here to become it. When life hits you, you hit back harder. When people doubt you, let their doubt feed your fire. When everything falls apart, you rise from the ashes like you were designed for destruction and rebirth. The storm isn't outside you, it's in you. It's the fire in your chest when the world tells you no. It's the roar in your soul that says, "I will not stop." They'll call you cold. They'll call you heartless. They'll say you changed. Good, let them talk. Because they weren't there when you had to rebuild yourself in the dark. They didn't feel the nights you cried silently, planning your comeback. They didn't bleed when you did. You owe no explanation for your strength. You owe no apology for surviving. The storm inside you, that's your power. And when you finally learn to control it, you become untouchable. Don't wait for life to calm down. It won't. The world doesn't stop to give you peace. You create it inside the chaos. Be the one who walks into fire and comes out smiling. Be the one who turns pain into purpose, loss into fuel, and fear into momentum. Every scar is proof that you've fought. Every wound is a medal of war. Every time you broke and got back up, you became more dangerous, more real, more alive. You're not fragile, you're forged. So, when the next storm comes, don't run. Stand tall. Look it in the eye and say, "I am the storm." Because when the storm realizes you're not afraid of it, it bows to you. You don't survive the storm. You become it. And now you know. Life was never about comfort. It was never about waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect people, or the perfect version of yourself. It was always about standing up. Even when everything inside you said, stay down. You've learned the hard truths. You've seen the pain, the loss, the silence. And still, you're here. That means you've already won half the battle. You see, most people live their whole lives asleep. They chase distractions, hide behind excuses, and call it peace. But you're not one of them anymore. Because once your eyes open, they never close again. You can't unlearn strength. You can't unsee your own potential. And you sure as hell can't go back to being weak. The world will still try to break you. It always does. But you'll face it differently now. With a heart made of fire and a mind built from scars. When the nights get darker, you'll remember what I told you. When no one believes in you, you'll believe harder. When the pain comes back, you'll smile because you've been through worse. You don't need validation. You don't need permission. You don't need anyone to tell you who you are. You are the storm. You are the fire. You are the damn miracle you've been waiting for. So now, stand up. Lift your chin and walk like you've already survived hell, because you have. Life won't get easier. You'll just get stronger. That's the truth. That's the lesson. That's the code. And if this voice ever fades, remember one thing. You don't need me. You never did. Everything you need is already inside you. Now go out there and make the world remember your name. If this message hit you, don't just like it, live it. Share it with someone who's losing their fight, because the world doesn't need more talkers. It needs more warriors. This is the Honest Clown, signing off. Until next time, stay ruthless, stay real, and never stop fighting.